Franklin Templeton, proudly helping communities grow. Reach for better.
Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Aaron Gordon. I'd like to just introduce everybody to the event. It's being sponsored proudly by the Gordon Family Giving Foundation. We're extremely excited to have everybody here and everybody tuned in. Disappointed that it can't be in person yet. However, we're making do with the best that we got. So I want to say one more time, thank you all for coming and supporting My New Red Shoes. It's been a passion project of my family and mine for quite some time now, because we understand how far the journey, how long the journey is. You know, we understand how life is a journey, and to walk far, you need a nice pair of shoes. And my New Red Shoes has been able to provide so many kids with so many shoes, and the miles and the feet and the shoes and the wear that they're going to take on them are very, very necessary if you're going to have a productive day and a productive life. So we're super appreciative, and hope everybody enjoys the night.
Good evening and welcome to our 2020 Community Fundraiser. Since 2006, My New Red Shoes has been working to improve the quality of life and well-being of children and youth experiencing economic hardship. For 14 years, we have mobilized resources and partnerships to provide a social safety net for more than 90,000 children while working to stabilize their families and strengthen the community for us all. Our ability to respond to the need would not be possible without all of you. Whether it's supporting us to give new shoes and clothing that provide youth with a sense of normalcy, a boost of self-confidence and belonging, distributing cash grants to help families with children struggling during these very uncertain economic times, or providing personal protective gear to support the safety and morale of the essential workers who are taking care of us all. This is our community, and we're in this together.
Welcome to My New Red Shoes Community Fundraiser event. My name is Myrna Peterson.
And I am Lori Ferris, and we are your co-chairs for My New Red Shoes first ever virtual fundraiser. We are thrilled to bring the community together this evening.
I'm honored to be co-chairing this amazing event, Community for My New Red Shoes. I want to thank my committee for their hard work acquiring auction items for this event. I specifically want to thank Laura Sherman for being my rock.
Your generosity is recognized and appreciated now more than ever. We cannot thank you enough for stepping up to support the community in these unprecedented times.
What I love most about My New Red Shoes is their heart for the struggling families in our communities. Before the pandemic, many families did not have the means to provide school clothes and shoes for their children, and My New Red Shoes was there to help.
I'd also like to thank our host committee members for their support, time, energy, and flexibility as we pivoted from an in-person gala and runway show to something fresh, different, new, and socially distanced. We hope you enjoy it.
So grab your favorite beverage, bring your family together, and get ready for a fun, inspiring, fast 45-minute show.
And with that, we'd like to introduce our MC. You may recognize her as she was the MC for last year's event and is the Warriors courtside reporter for NBC Sports Bay Area, Kareth Burke.
Hello and welcome once again to My New Red Shoes' community event. My name is Kareth Burke. I work for NBC Sports Bay Area as the Golden State Warriors sideline reporter, and this is my second year as the MC because I fell in love with My New Red Shoes. The impact is real. The way that they uplift the Bay Area community is real. So I'm so thrilled to be here tonight for a night of fundraising, a night of fun, a night of inspiration. And I know I'm not alone. It is my pleasure to announce my partner for this evening's event, Greg Quiroga.
Thank you, Kareth. It is an honor to be sharing the screen with you, with Aaron, with all of our community stars tonight. And it is an honor to be here with all of you watching on screen as well. Thank you for being part of our community tonight. And thank you for the extra little bit of patience you took as we took a few extra minutes to get this show started. This is still live theater, and we appreciate you sticking with us. We've got a great show lined up for you, and an event like this takes a lot of work and a lot of support, and we wouldn't be here right now without our sponsors. They are the early investors who help make community possible. So please clap your hands, give some love in the chat, or hit your socials to give thanks to our presenting sponsor, the Gordon Family Giving Foundation. Thank you again, Aaron. Our silver level sponsor, Franklin Templeton, and our bronze level sponsor, Heritage Bank of Commerce. Thank you for making community possible, for enabling us to come together in support of My New Red Shoes right here, right now. It is so excellent to see all of you, and we have our work cut out for us. We are going to walk far together tonight. Anyone who attended last year's Rock the Runway event knows that it raised over $125,000 in support of My New Red Shoes' mission to improve the quality of life and well-being of local children and youth experiencing economic hardship. The need for My New Red Shoes, the need for us, has only gotten stronger in 2020. So thank you for being here, and thank you for what you are going to do tonight. Though we can't see you through the computers and the screens and everything, we can feel you. We feel you watching. We appreciate your intentions, and the way that you turn those intentions into support for My New Red Shoes is the way that we see you tonight. We need you to go to community.ggo.bid. You can see the URL down at the bottom of the screen right below me. Go to community.ggo.bid, sign up, sign in, log in, and start bidding on our auction or making pledges in the Fund a Need. If you want to make a pledge in the Fund a Need, you just look for the Donate Now button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Click on that. It should take you to the Fund a Need page. Scroll down a little bit. You'll see all the levels right there. If you want to pay by donor advised fund, hey, we're game for that. Just please call Sue directly at 650-375-2651. That number's in the chat right now. That's 650-375-2651. Sue will take care of you. Every gift that you make will have a true impact on the life of a youth in the Bay Area. Just $50 provides youth with a new pair of shoes or needed clothing, and that is why we are here tonight. Anyone who has spent time with us before knows that truly it's the students who are the driving force of My New Red Shoes. And here with more on this is Kareth.
From its beginnings in 2006, My New Red Shoes has always focused on the Bay Area community's children, and student involvement is a big part of that. This year, students will be sharing their talents and insights with us, and it starts with this dance production that was conceived, choreographed, and performed by local youth.
backlash written on me. Card dropping on a glass bowl, I've been balling. Free my ladies in the counter now, I'm already out. Already on the countdown, I'ma set it right. Got the backlash written on me. Cold running from the po-po and it's on me. Don't know which way we're going now, I don't wanna know it. Might as well be going down, I don't wanna know it. I got the
Thank you to all the students who participated in that fun and socially distanced dance, which was choreographed by Justin Corley. Up next, we want to show you the impact My New Red Shoes in the community. One example is in this video about the cash grant program.
Yeah, and also the partnership was really welcoming in the community because many governmental agencies left the Latino community out. So when My New Red Shoes comes in and they don't ask for any documentation, they don't ask for any source of income, they just say, we want to give out, we want to help you, Latino community, and other communities as well. It was not only the Latino community. That came as a blessing for many families, for many students who go to these districts here in Redwood City. So thank you for doing that for the community.
COVID-19 has impacted us all, but for our communities most vulnerable, the last 6 months have been especially hard and destabilizing. The effects of the pandemic go far beyond public health. Workers have lost income and jobs, working families have struggled to obtain childcare, while the gaps between young people in our community have become more pronounced and profound. In the first days after the region-wide shelter-in-place orders took effect, My New Red Shoes sprang into action and responded with urgency, compassion, and solidarity. One of the first steps and actions that we took was to put into place a dual-service cash grant program. We put money into the household budgets of families when they needed it most. And we connected them to resources and wraparound services to ensure that they and their children had the supports necessary to get through these challenging times. Whether it's paying for groceries, rent, utilities, transportation, devices for learning, online tutoring, or a cake and a new outfit to give a child a normalized birthday, our unrestricted cash grants promote dignity and help to stabilize families. And what we know is that strong families lead to better outcomes for children and our community as a whole. Even as our economy starts to open back up, the recovery will be slow, and some families may not fully recover without help. Your generosity this evening will advance our mission of improving the quality of life and well-being of children, including by supporting a fund that will enable My New Red Shoes to continue to provide emergency and long-term direct cash support to families. While COVID has presented unprecedented challenges, it has also offered us all an unprecedented opportunity to come together to not just temporarily ease the pain, but to uplift families and ensure that millions in our community do not remain permanently vulnerable. Thank you for joining our effort.
We're also pleased to announce that cash grant program is expanding. The fires in Sonoma and Napa have been devastating, and we feel for everyone that has been impacted. But the fires have been especially challenging for the families served by My New Red Shoes. And in times of crisis like this, what families need more than anything is cash. They need money to be able to buy specific supplies that they need to survive. So tonight, we are pleased to announce that My New Red Shoes is rallying to meet this challenge by partnering with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Calistoga and St. Helena to get resources to the families of migrant workers impacted by the fires. And you can support this effort simply by making a pledge. And when you participate in our Fund a Need this evening, you're going to see this great thermometer, just like this, that's going to show progress in real time for every pledge you make. And we appreciate every pledge and all of you. So here's the pact that I'll make with you who are watching and pledging right now. I will do my very best to acknowledge each and every pledge that you make on the stream. So when the time comes, and you can never pledge too early because I promise we'll go through all of them, when the time comes, keep those pledges coming. We also have an excellent slate of auction items currently up for bid. If you haven't yet perused our auction, I encourage you to do so maybe after the show, because it's a great show. But check out some of these fun getaways. There's a 5-night RV adventure, a gourmet 5-course dinner party in your home, because I think it's safe to say that we are all tired of cooking for ourselves by now. You can go to Vegas and drive a race car and more, but you have to bid to win, and you have to be registered to bid. So again, go to community.ggo.bid. That's community.ggo.bid and get registered. And while you're off finding the auction, let's throw it back to Kareth, our lovely MC.
To help My New Red Shoes understand what matters most to young people in the community, we asked them. And I think you'll be impressed by their honesty, their feelings, and their vision for the future.
To me, belonging is about finding your purpose. You know, once you find a purpose, or you have a purpose for what you want to do in this world, what you want to be, who you want to be, everything becomes a lot easier. You know, you figure out who your real friends are. You figure out who really supports you. You know, you realize the different challenges that you're going to have to overcome. All these things become a lot more clear.
Belonging is being a part of a community that accepts you, loves you, and that you have a purpose there.
To me, belonging means fitting in.
Belong means to feel a part of something and to be together with people that you have a strong impact on, and that is very positive.
What do I love most about my community? Well, my community knows me a lot more than I care to realize. And so, even though my community is small, my community gets along. Because we're all part of something bigger. We're all in this together. That's what I love most about my community.
In 10 years, I hope the world can see that race is just the color of our skin and people are all treated equally.
What I worry about is just being alive, to be honest. Since the wake of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and for me, living Black in America, it's chaotic. Sometimes I'm afraid to walk out my own door, worrying that it was the last time I'm gonna see my mom, see my dad, see my peers, and just live life.
I'm worried about people's well-being, their mental health, especially because we have gone through such a dramatic shift in our way of life, where being in social spaces and being sociable to people is limited to being online or being 6 feet apart. I know that it's taken a toll on my mental health and other people's mental health, where it's hard to rely on other people physically, and we're forced to confront things about ourselves that we're not really ready to confront yet, but I do hope that we can all overcome it and learn and grow from whatever issues we are going through as individuals and as a society.
Advice I would give adults about my generation is don't underestimate us. We're very powerful, very determined, and creative. And I think we have visions on how we want our world to be and what we want the future to be like. And we're not afraid to shape it and change it. we're rising up, and we're going to create the world we want to see.
And finally, just listen. Just listen. Because it's worthwhile within listening than talking. You get much more connection within listening to one another and really talking and engaging in a positive, effective way.
Wow. Thank you to all the youth that participated in that video. That's incredible. Everybody was very insightful. Everybody was uniquely original, and it takes a lot of courage to stand up and talk against social injustice. You know, we all have that right, and we all have that obligation to talk against social injustice. If you go quiet and you don't talk about the things that are wrong in our society, the prejudices that oppress groups of people, if you don't say anything, it's equivalent to just allowing that evil to persist. When you fill your heart with love, your words then become light. And when you shine your light, we can expunge all the darkness and all the evil and all the injustice in society, one step at a time, one person at a time, one voice and one opinion at a time. I'm excited and grateful that the NBPA and Dove Men Plus Care are collaborating and donating 100 gift baskets to My New Red Shoes in attempts to kind of rectify the situation with all the wildfires happening in California. So for all the kids that are struggling to, kind of get back on their feet from those wildfires, Dove Men Plus Care and the NBPA are donating gratefully, and it's an amazing thing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. With no further ado, I'd like to introduce a very talented activist and artist, Sean G. Seth
Hey
G.
everyone, Seth G here. I'm sure not many of you know me since I am on the East Coast in Charleston, South Carolina, and you guys are out west, but I'm a musician, violinist first, but also a singer, songwriter, producer, and DJ. And I'm honored that I was invited to be a part of this virtual fundraiser for My New Red Shoes. They're an awesome nonprofit that does some really amazing things, provides some really necessary services for underprivileged youth in the Bay Area. You're getting ready to see one of my latest singles, the music video for it, called A Time for Change. This was a song that I wrote and recorded with a group of stellar musicians here in Charleston. And our goal was to raise awareness about some of the racial issues our country has been facing, especially this year, and to spread a message of unity. Just like you guys are doing tonight, coming together to raise awareness and raise funds for My New Red Shoes. I just wanted to introduce myself before the video is shown and encourage you guys to open up your wallets, your pocketbooks, your checkbooks, whatever it may be. Do what you can to support My New Red Shoes. I hope you guys have an awesome evening, and thanks again for the invite. Peace.
Yeah. The time for change is right now.
Seth G.
It's time to stand up. It's time to speak out. It's time to show up. The time for change is right now. 'Cause I am you and you are me. So let's find a way to share our humanity. The system is flawed by a disregard for the people at the bottom who deserve it. riots and police brutality. We have to find a way to harmony. Hold our hands up high and they will see. Tensions are rising without recognizing we're one and the same, and we should be compromising. Check your privilege, don't just witness. If you see that it's broken, then do something to fix it.
It's time to stand up, it's time to speak out, it's time to show up. The time for change is right now. 'Cause I am you and you are me. So let's find a way to share our humanity. The system is flawed by a disregard for the people at the bottom who deserve an applause. But if we stand together through the stormy weather, maybe we'll find a better way to a better day.
It's time to speak out, it's time to show up. The time for change is right now. 'Cause I am you and you are me. So let's find a way to share humanity. The system is flawed by disregard for the people at the bottom who deserve an applause. If we stand together through the stormy weather, maybe we'll find a better way to a better day.
I'd see. No words can fix complacency. Time to take this opportunity to come up with a cure for our disease. I see your hands lifted, I'm here to listen. Let's stir up a passion, we can take some action. No shortcuts on the road to the promised land, but we'll get there hand in hand.
It's time to stand up, it's time to speak out, it's time to show up. The time for change is right now. 'Cause I am you and you are me. So let's find a way to share our humanity.
The system is flawed by a disregard for the people at the bottom who deserve applause. If we stand together through the stormy weather, maybe we'll find a better way to a better day.
Seth G.
Thank you, Seth G, and all of your collaborators for sharing your talent and your vision with us. Your song is an excellent reminder of the power and responsibility we all share to help make the world a better place. And all of you watching right now, this is it. It's our time to step up. This is your time to show out. This is where we come together as a community to support the work of My New Red Shoes. Right now, all over the Bay Area, children need you. Families need you. We need you to act right now. Now is the time for you to make a pledge to stand with us at My New Red Shoes and commit to helping bridge the divide that 2020 has only helped widen. The most vulnerable continue to bear the brunt of both the immediate health crisis and fires and experience adverse economic impacts of diminished income combined with additional health care, child care, and education expenses. You can change that. You, right now, can change that. Look at community.ggo.bid, click in the upper left corner on Donate Now, scroll down and you'll see that we have a variety of donation levels available. 10,000, 5,000, 2,500 on down the line. Every pledge you make will have a direct impact, and I guarantee that we have a level that matches your capacity with your commitment, because if you don't see a level that you like, donate a custom amount. And if you would like to pay by donor advised fund, please contact Sue directly. The number is coming up in chat. It's 650-375-2651. Again, 650-375-2651. She will take care of you. And tonight, we are pleased to announce that we have a $40,000 challenge grant from an anonymous donor, and we got to get to work on that because we don't want that to go to waste. Simone Nichols pledged $5,000 during Seth G's song. We appreciate your pledge, Simone. John Pimentel is in for $250. Rishi Narain kicked us off at $250. Gabriella Sapp is in for $250. Rennie Bidding pledged $250. Joanne Go pledged $1,000. Martha Bacon pledged $500. Catherine Sutherland and Miguel Yaptinche pledged $500. Katie Roddy pledged $500. Mrs. Heather Peach pledged $1,000. Arlene Marcos proving that you can enter a custom amount, and we appreciate every custom pledge to every amount. $50. Arlene Marcos just bought one student a pair of shoes. Mrs. Anne-Marie Gambellin pledged $500. Keep those pledges coming. Keep those pledges coming, because every pledge you make has a huge impact on the mission of My New Red Shoes. Let's say that we're at $10,000 right now, and if somebody wanted to pledge $10,000 and match that amount, $10,000 could provide 20 youth with new shoes and clothing for a full year, promoting dignity and boosting self-confidence. $10,000 would go a super long ways, but every pledge makes a difference. $1,000 would help stabilize vulnerable families by providing emergency cash assistance for the basics like food, childcare, devices, and internet access to enable students to participate in remote learning. And again, to make pledges, you go to community.ggo.bid in your browser or on your phone. Hey, it's 2020. We're all over the phones these days as well. Get logged in and registered. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the button that says Donate Now. Click on that and scroll down, and that will get you to the place where you can make pledges. And we appreciate you and the pledges that you're making, because every pledge has a huge impact for My New Red Shoes. $500 could provide personal protective masks for up to 200 essential workers. And a reminder, again, we have a $40,000 challenge grant from an anonymous donor on the line. So let's keep those pledges coming and going, as we want to make sure that we maximize that $40,000 challenge grant, as Laura and Peter Felsch pledged $200. Keep those pledges coming. Keep those pledges coming. $250 cultivates belonging, supports youth participation in enrichment, empowerment, and leadership activities. $100 provides youth with new clothing and a boost of confidence. And every pledge you make directly supports children and families. Every pledge you make works to reduce the impact of inequality by providing children with a sense of normalcy, belonging, and a boost of confidence by giving them new and properly fitting shoes and clothing for school. We want to give you the opportunity to make those pledges and keep those pledges coming in. So again, go to community.ggo.bid. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the Donate Now button. Click on Donate Now. Scroll down to the level that works for you. Make the pledge, and I guarantee that we will honor your pledge on screen tonight. Go, do it now. Right now, we're going to move on and continue with the program, but we want you to keep making those pledges, because we'll be coming back. For now, let's send it back over to Kareth.
This evening illuminates that no matter what your background is, helping each other and truly seeing and hearing each other is essential to come together as a community and address the issues. When COVID-19 hit, My New Red Shoes sprang into action immediately. This organization mobilized resources, support, and volunteers to help local essential workers in those critical early weeks of the pandemic.
My name is John Jarrell. I'm the CEO of the San Mateo County Health Foundation. We provide support to the hospital for equipment and various things that they don't typically have in their budget. Before this happened, I myself was a little worried that the world we were living in was a little glass half empty. I've completely changed my mind. It's glass half full. People have been coming out of everywhere to support the foundation, to support the hospital, to support our staff, patients, and the community health in general. So for a company like My New Red Shoes to come in and give us all of these shoes, all of these Crocs, 1,500 pairs, 400 face masks has just been awesome, and the feeling is just great. The smiles on the faces that we saw when giving out the bags of Crocs and various other goodies to staff were really great, because it's been a stressful time. It's been a hard time for most of them. So for them to be able to get some of those extra things that don't normally come, it's really been able to put a smile on people's faces and just really kind of uplift the community and the medical center in general. Thank you to My New Red Shoes for the great support of our foundation. Thank you to everybody out there who's doing whatever you can in any way to help anything in COVID or help anybody in your fellow man, your community. Thank you so much.
Many of us support the community in different ways. There is no wrong way to help, and Summer Brennan decided to write music. The song you're about to hear should put a smile on your face.
Hi, I'm Summer Brennan, and I'm super excited to be a part of My New Red Shoes today and share my original song, Smile. This song is about showing kindness towards one another through the hard times, and I wrote the song at the beginning of the pandemic when I felt like all I needed was a smile to lift me up, so I hope you enjoy.
We're hiding from something we can't see. I walk down an empty street. People lying, people crying, but the sky is still blue, and the day is still new. What do we do? We can smile. I know it hurts, but just do it for a little while. Smile. Do it for the people who can't open their doors. Do it for the people who don't know what's true anymore. Just smile. Just smile. Our words are just as toxic. They travel with the wind. Maybe this is the punishment for our sins. Isolation, no communication, but the sky is still blue, and the day is still new. What do we do? We can smile. I know it hurts, but just do it for a little while. Smile. Do it for the people who can't open their doors. Do it for the people who don't know what's true anymore. Just smile. Smile for him, smile for her. This point
Wow, that was incredible, Summer. Thank you for putting a smile on all of our faces. And thank all of you watching at home for what you are doing tonight as well. Since we've last spoken, we've gotten a few more pledges coming in. William Mark Caffey pledged $100. Tony DeRosa pledged $500. Mr. John Latham Sutherland pledged $500. Amy and Grady Burnett pledged $500. An anonymous donor pledged $15,000. Thank you, anonymous donor. Lori Farros pledged $1,000. Kat Olazabal just pledged $250. And you too can make a pledge and make a difference right now. If you go ahead and hit make a pledge, it'll pop up on the screen right here. We will all thank you, and you will be helping to support the mission of My New Red Shoes. Once again, at community.ggo.bid in the upper left-hand corner, click on Donate Now. Scroll down, enter the amount that you wish to pledge. Just click on the button. We've made it easy for you, but if you want to custom donate, hey, more power to you. It's that kind of year. And remember that every pledge you make has an impact directly on the lives of youths in our Bay Area community. $1,000 is helping our new cash assistance program, and you can make a pledge. $1,000 directly supports families who are in need of nothing more than that kind of support. $500, you saw the personal protection, the PPE in the last video before summer. You can help do that. Mrs. Kathy O'Neill is in for $500. And remember, every $50 provides youth with a new pair of shoes, and really, that is what we are here for tonight, right? My New Red Shoes. Get those pledges. Keep those pledges coming. We want to see each and every one of you continue to do so. But if you say you want to put it off, or you have friends who can't be on the stream with us right now, the pledging is going to remain open until 6 p.m. tomorrow. You'll be able to revisit the thermometer until then, and the auction's going to be open until 6 o'clock tomorrow night as well. So be sure to get your bids in over on the auction, as Sandy Littlefield pledges $2,000. Thank you, Sandy, putting us at $30,600. And now we're in sniffing distance. Now we're close to that $40,000 challenge grant that we've got on the table. An anonymous donor put $40,000 up as a challenge grant for us tonight. And if we can get there, then that means every pledge you make is doubled. So every $50 is 2 pairs of shoes. So I know it's a big stretch. Myrna and Anthony Peterson pledged $100. Gretchen, sorry if I get your name wrong. I tell you, it's coming from a place of love, I promise. Pledged $100. The Sarah Mustard household pledged $1,000. Now we're inching ever closer. Can we keep those pledges coming? Can we get to the $40,000 and get that challenge grant while we're live on the show tonight? We appreciate all of you. We appreciate every pledge that's been made so far. And we're not trying to denigrate anybody who's made a pledge. And we say, can we just get $8,200 more and push us over the top on our $40,000 challenge grant? Remember, every pledge makes a big difference, but a $5,000 pledge would help keep students housed through our emergency rent and utility assistance program that provides families with school-aged children up to 3 months worth of support. Can we get any more pledges? Does anyone else watching on our show right now want to step up and help push My New Red Shoes over our $40,000 challenge grant tonight? Well, hey, we know. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate every pledge that's been made, and we want you to know that if you're watching a recording of the stream and you're not hearing your name in person, we still appreciate your pledges as well. This is going to be available for pledges till tomorrow at 6 o'clock, so be sure to get those pledges in. Be sure to bid on the auction items if you haven't already. There's a glamping getaway with your name on it, or an outdoor theater set, or a trip to Vegas to drive race cars. All of these auction items are waiting for you, but they won't wait forever, so go bid. And thank you again for your work. And now, to take us on home one last time, our incredibly talented MC, Kareth.
A tremendous thank you to all the performers tonight, the volunteers, and for you, the supporters, for lifting up My New Red Shoes and helping local children. Here's one last feel-good dance before we wind down the evening.
can be